We are here at YCS New Jersey with Anthony. He was the only pure Trickstar player in top 16, one of two in top 32 though. Let's see what you're playing, dude.
Sure. So as far as Trickstar monsters goes, nothing crazy. Just the regular 7. They're the 1-card engine of the deck. It's what gets you going after you simplify the game with the hand traps. And for hand traps, I played a whole lot. I played 3 Ash, 3 Reaper, 3 Droll, 2 Ogre, and 2 Bell.
You played Bell too? Okay, so how did these work? Like, did any overperform? Did any underperform?
So I misread the meta. I was predicting that it would be a whole lot of Goki, and because of that, I tried to prepare for that. So like, this is real good against Goki, and the Reaper obviously is too. What I ended up playing was a lot of people who had the same kind of idea and were playing Trickstar and Skystriker Trickstar. So the Reapers came out most of the time. There were a couple times against the Goki matchup I hit an Ice Old, and I think I hit like a Link Rebo in game 1 against Altergeist. So it was okay. It would have been better if I played more Gokis. And Ghost Bell was okay too. It came out a lot of the time just for better cards in the mirror. Droll is the best card in the game right now though.
How many times did you Droll Reincarnation?
Only 2.
Only 2?
Yeah, I wanted to do more, but
it sure gets you there.
It's sure free. So yeah, that's it for the monsters. As for the spells, played 3 Light Stage and 3 Terraforming. Gets you to all your combo pieces, no explanations needed. I played 3 Scapegoat. This card is the only thing that really generates offense in a pure Trickstar deck. Making the Nightmares is a lot better now that we have those. You can actually pitch Reincarnation and extend your plays further just by 1 Scapegoat play. And I played the Griffin too. It was really good. Pitching a card for Griffin, resetting Scapegoat after you've already gone off on one.
Yeah.
So I was able to keep control and gain further control in games while they're trying to out the Griffin. Then I have a Scapegoat they have to deal with too. So that was good. And then just 1 Desires and 1 Regeki.
Did you ever banish your Lily Bells? That seemed to be the major complaint from the Trickstar Skystriker players.
I think it happened like 1 time. More often the Lily Bell got banished by Reincarnation because it kept showing up in my hand when I didn't want it. So that happened a good bit, but Desires, no, I only activated this like 4 or 5 times the whole day, and I didn't banish Lily Bell off it. It was never bad. Yeah. Traps, 3 3-outs, 3 Incarnation, 3 Impermanence, and 3 Torrential.
Okay, a lot of people want to know, is Impermanence worth the $80?
So it does a lot of things the other hand traps don't, namely being stopping Called by the Grave, not being able to be stopped by Called by the Grave, rather. I really like what it does, and like being able to set it and turn things off actually comes up way more than you think, especially if you're going second. So it's better going second in both cases, setting it and not setting it. If you don't set it, then you can activate it from your hand, obviously, and it's a really good hand trap that doesn't have a lot of hard counters. But going second into a board, you can see where their cards are set, or if they have something active, like if they have the multi-roll or whatever, then you can put the Impermanence there and you can shut it off while negating the Kagari or whatever else is going on. As far as being worth the price tag, good question. I don't know, but I wanted to play more hand traps. I ended up playing 16 counting the Impermanences.
Jeez.
So
like half your deck, yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to make sure that no plays were going through, because instead of trying to break the Goki boards and Spiral boards, I was just going to stop it from happening.
When you won the die roll, did you choose to go first or second?
Always first. Always first. But everything else is just to make sure that I can still play if I'm going second. There's sometimes when it's really hard, especially against like the mirror, to go second, because they can get Reincarnation as soon as you start getting something going. They vanish that and they start burning you. Yeah, still definitely choosing to go first, because if you can get the cards on the board and control, that's how you want to start.
Yep.
So that's it for the main. It's 40 cards.
You can just go to extra, probably.
Extra? Sure. Link 1s, Spider, Link Rebo. Link Rebo was huge today. I was triggering it a lot on my opponent's turn because Trickstar really can't.
Like the special summon effect?
Yeah, special summon from Grave Effect. So like, after I activate a Scapegoat, I'd make the Link Rebo as part of that when I'm making the Nightmares or whatever. Once it's in the grave, and I would go into Griffin a few times and reset the Scapegoat. When I activated that, then clearing the tokens became a problem for my opponent to do with the Trickstar deck, because they couldn't put a lot of monsters on board. So they're trying to swing with like Candina and attribute Link Rebo and make it 0. It's another token they can't kill, and it can recur on the opponent's turn and stuff, or like they afterburn or something, and you Link Rebo to get away from that and stop the back row pop too. So it had a lot of applications that I thought it was not going to, and Link Spider was 8 points down. That's it.
Yeah. He's another name.
Sure is. So for Nightmares, played Cerberus, Phoenix, Goblin, Unicorn, and Griffin.
You never needed 2 of any of those?
No. There was like one time where I might have wanted a second Phoenix, but not enough to afford playing it. Like, I just played the Unicorn, it was fine, did approximately the same thing. Goblin's Effect never actually came up for me. It was more of a secondary Reaper target against Goki. That's the only time I ever used it. I figured it might come up if I had, Candina clogged and was able to resolve a Scapegoat, but the situation didn't arise, so it wasn't a problem. More, Link 2, Holly Angel, and Radiant. Radiant, it's helped to push for more damage with Link Spider. It's okay. And the Holly Angel has its strange applications, and every Trickstar player reads this card every time they summon it. No one knows what the hell that card does.
Yeah.
Link Force, Firewall, Warlord. Firewall just for the Lilybell OTK that didn't come up, and Warlord because I'm going to throw all my resources into one big dumb dragon.
Fair.
I played Breaksword. This was really good. Between Lycris, which you're always going to have on board, and Hand Traps, which you can often brick you, especially in Game 1. So like Dead Reapers against Trickstar, there were a couple times where I was able to banish Reincarnation from the grave, summon back Lycris, normal summon Reaper, and make a Breaksword. And while I'm picking apart their resources by popping my Reincarnations and their back rows and stuff, this is 2000, and Candina is not 2000. So I was able to sit on this for a good while, a few different times. And then Reaper targets, I played Kagari, Helix, and I sold. Did not play Spiral, so that didn't come up at all. Reapered that once or twice, and I reapered that a few times, but it was never as good as I wanted it to be. Like, against the pure striker builds, they would always just tag out Ray into that Kagari and then be able to recycle it later with the Hercules spell.
Did it ever come up that you didn't want the water one as well?
No, because I didn't draw double Reaper. I think this one's still the best one, and if I'm forcing them to only get their pluses on the end phase, then I'm probably getting ahead in advantage because all my effects are activating on summon, not at the end of the turn.
Yeah.
So if I can keep the advantage, and that's not a bad matchup anyway. It's actually a pretty good matchup for Trickstar.
Gotcha.
So that wasn't a huge problem. I mean, yeah, I think this is the better one. If I could fit another Reaper target, it'd be the blue one. I don't need to bother playing, like ABC Dragon Buster or any of that. So yeah, that's it for the extra.
Okay.
And then side, I played 3 Shared Ride. This card's absolutely ridiculous when it goes off. I drew 3 against Goki, and it should have been like 7. I misplayed. He linked 2 Gokis into Isold and activated all 3 search effects, and I had this in Torrential set, and I just wasn't thinking, and I activated Torrential Link 4 and was going to flip this Link 5, but I got rebooted, so I didn't get those 3 draws, but I was able to flip it like a second later in the same turn.
Right, on his follow-up play and stuff.
So, and then I think I drew 4 off that between the swords and the Goki searching.
Max C against Gokies.
Yeah,
Max C challenge for sure. 2 Called by the Grave. This was just more generic side than anything in particular. Helping play through hand traps and helping with effects that are going to target the graveyard, like Reincarnation, summoning something back, or the Goki monsters, like between rematch and stuff. So it had applications. Dark Hole, just for going second, and to clear boards really easy without trying to bother. It came up like, why did I want to play this even though most big boards will include Cerberus? Because I don't think the boards are going to happen. I'm playing 16 hand traps.
Right.
If you're
so they're going to have those half-built boards and stuff.
Half-built boards, like you're still going to have to commit resources into a board that's not actually going to win the game for you. And if I just Dark Hole that away, I'm in such a huge advantage position. And then 3 Evenlies, the most expensive card that does nothing. Thanks for letting me borrow them, Devin. You're the best. I activated it once. That's about it. Yeah, might as well have sided 3 garnets.
So if you can only afford infinite impermanence or evenly, you're saying go with the infinite.
Impermanence, yeah. This might come up against like back row decks like Altergeist and stuff, but honestly, there are a lot better alternatives to this for the back row decks than there are alternatives to impermanence.
Right.
So just play like heavy storm duster if you don't want to pay for evenly. It's fine. You're probably gonna be fine. And then more just generic stuff. 3 strikes and a warning. People always play 3 strikes and skip the warning, but warning's also ridiculously good. So I wanted all the negation traps that I could that would stop anything from going through and happening. And like this is obviously better because it'll stop hand traps and stuff too, as well as summons and monster effects on field. But just dealing with like a Candina normal summon with a warning is pretty darn good. And last but not least, 2 anti-spell, just for going first. Every time I drew it and activated it, I got an instant scoop.
Really?
So I did it once against Sky Striker, twice against Trickstar, Sky Striker. So I flipped the anti-spell, they just have to pass really, and by that point, if I had anything else, like any way to Candina, I'm probably going to be able to push for game or almost game, and at that point, like you're not going to be able to play it anymore past this.
Yeah, gotcha. Well, do you have any shout-outs? Or?
Yes. Shout out to Devin for letting me borrow the evenly matches that I used once. Shout out to Grant and Jason for helping me build the deck and borrow cards for all this. I don't own any of this, and I literally decided to play this on Thursday night. So they just kind of gave me everything like, here, go. And it went really well. So thanks to them, my crew that came, Vince, Kramer, and Tom, who was judging and won't see this. What else? Just as far as general tournament things, I went 10-1 in Swiss, finished second in Swiss.
Oh, nice.
And my loss was just to Striker Trickstar. There was a weird ruling thing I don't feel like getting into. Basically, the head judge messed it up, but I probably wasn't winning anyway, so not important. And then I just played the same dudes. I played dudes that I played earlier in top 32 and top 16, and there's one of them.
Good job, bro.
You too, buddy. And yeah, the second time Chow just got me. I think it was named Chow. But yeah, that's about it.
Gotcha. Well, congratulations on being the highest placed pure Trickstar player.
Thanks.